All right, we have just now gotten a statement from someone who has definitely been in the news in the last couple of days. Adrian Peterson, Minnesota Vikings, accused of abusing his young son. So we are now hearing from him, and I want to take the time to read you multiple graphs from his statement just to try to climb inside his head and see what he was thinking. And we'll have a much bigger conversation on spanking coming up. This is what Adrian Peterson has said. My attorney has asked me not to discuss the facts of my pending case. I hope you can respect that request and help me honor it. I very much want the public to hear from me, but I understand that it is not appropriate to talk about the facts in detail at this time. He goes on. Nevertheless, I want everyone to understand how sorry I feel about the hurt I have brought to my child. I never wanted to be a distraction to the Vikings organization, the Minnesota community, or to my teammates. I never imagined being in a position where the world is judging my parenting skills or calling me a child abuser because of the discipline I administered to my son. I voluntarily appeared before the grand jury several weeks ago to answer any and all questions they had. Before my grand jury appearance, I was interviewed by 2 different police agencies without an attorney. In each of those interviews, I have said the same thing, and that is that I never, ever intended to harm my son. I will say the same thing once I have my day in court. I have to live with the fact that when I disciplined my son the way I was disciplined as a child, I caused an injury that I never intended or thought would happen. I know that many people disagree with the way I disciplined my child. I also understand, after meeting with a psychologist, that there are other alternative ways of disciplining a child that may be more appropriate. I have learned a lot and have had to reevaluate how I discipline my son going forward. But he says, deep in my heart, I have always believed I could have been one of those kids that was lost on the streets without the discipline instilled in me by my parents and other relatives. I have always believed that the way my parents disciplined me has a great deal to do with the success I have enjoyed as a man. I love my son, and I will continue to become a better parent and learn from any mistakes I ever make. Adrian Peterson says this: I am not a perfect son. I am not a perfect husband. I am not a perfect parent. But I am, without a doubt, not a child abuser. I am someone that disciplined his child and did not intend to cause him any injury. No one can understand the hurt that I feel for my son and for the harm I caused him. My goal is always to teach my son right from wrong, and that is what I tried to do that day. His final graph here, he writes this: I accept the fact that people feel very strongly about this issue and what they think about my conduct, regardless of what others think. However, I love my son very much, and I will continue to try to become a better father and person.